channel. Okay. I am not blind, guys. These are blue whatever glasses. I'm just trying to make sure that screens don't fuck up my eyes. I don't wear them all the time, I forget. But hey. Anyway, hey guys, my name is Manaka and this is my channel. Manaka. Oh, I have so much to say. So little, so much, so little, so much, so thought, so much. Okay, I need to stop doing that. So today I wanted to talk about what it seems like Leo season and the Leo new moon has decided to just slap bam throw in my face. So obviously we all have different ways of healing. I'll put my shadow work video somewhere. We all have different ways of healing. We all have different ways of absorbing things that happen to us and information and stuff like that. It's one of the biggest reasons why I am so into astrology. It's one of the biggest reasons I'm so into human design, because astrology is basically the map for the destination you want to go to, and human design is what's the best way to say? So astrology is the map and human design would be more, I guess, the GPS, because they do the same thing and they show you where to go, but one is easier to use than the other. But they're both very difficult and honest. But the reason why I say human design is easier than astrology is because it is a science that, I guess, contains, hold up. Okay, I'm back. Better explanation might be that astrology is still the map, right, to your destination, and then human design would be the key. I'm so bad at analogies. Anyway, so that's one of the biggest reasons why I like those things, because I get to see the things that are happening in my life and what's going on and what's up, you know. Say hello to the angry bird. Yeah, I get to see what's going on and the themes, and yeah, so astrology allows you to see the themes that are going on in your life in that time. You are even able to see what's going on through for the next year. But I like to check, like if something is really affecting me, I like to check what's going on like right now. And I mean, Venus is retrograde. I think Mercury is also retrograde, and we're in Leo season. We just passed the new moon, which was on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. So all of these things are contributing to a hell of a lot of just craziness. Mercury has a lot to do with having issues with communication, anything that involves Mercury. So communication, technology, and I think past experiences, if I'm not mistaken. And then Venus has to do with beauty, love, money, relationships. Okay, so all of these things are intermingling together, and just, yeah, so naturally you would feel a bit more life is difficult. Listen, I will say it again, being an adult, adulting is a scam. If you are a child and you're watching my videos, I hope you're not. Honestly, I don't really care, because I feel like, yes, I swear, but swear words. I was reading this book. Now, let me see if I can find the actual. I know I'm everywhere, but listen to this. This was actually really cool. So, the person says, so the girl says bullshit, right? She's 11. She says bullshit. Then this is the kind of the same way I think of swear words, but not entirely. For me, it's more of a thing that I don't want you to feel like you can't do it just because I say you can't, and I'm going to keep doing it, you know. I hope I am able to teach my son well enough to understand that in public he won't be able to do it, but with me and with his father he should be able to, because it's a safe space, you know. Just like being able to tell your parents anything that you want to. I know that you won't be able to tell them everything, but we need to be that safe space that allows children to be themselves, you know. Anyway, she said bullshit. Then one of the older people said, oh, so your mother encourages you to cuss. This was her response. I don't see it that way. It's more like she's encouraging us to undermine a system flawed through overuse of words that are made out to be harmful, when in fact they're just letters mixed together like every other word. That's all they are, mixed up letters. Like take the word butterfly for example. What if someone decided one day that butterfly is a cuss word? People would eventually start using the word butterfly as an insult and to emphasize things in a negative way. The actual word doesn't mean anything. It's a negative association people give these words that make them cuss words. So if we all just decided to keep saying butterfly all the time, eventually people would stop caring. The shock value would subside and it would become just another word again. Same with every other so-called bad word. If we would all just start saying them all the time, they wouldn't be bad anymore. That's what my mom says anyway. Imagine from 11-year-old, you know. I like the encouragement that mother gives her to question the system and the world, you know. The one thing I can not agree on though is words are spells. So every single word that we do use does form a sort of energy. But what we do need to understand is that energy is energy and everything is energy, and that the only thing that makes anything bad or good is the human. That's it. What the fuck was I talking about? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the themes of this energy. So I think it's been kind of rough because my birthday was last month and I'm in a space where I am trying not to celebrate my birthday anymore, because I know that the holidays that have been thrust and thrown onto us are basically to siphon our energies, to take everything that we could have used to either manifest the best ever life or just be happy, and it's all siphoned into this crazy shit, you know. Lighting candles is a ritual, singing a song is a ritual, the balloons, all of it, it's a ritual. But because I've done it for so long in my life, I do feel some type of way about it. If you forget my birthday and we're close, we're probably gonna have a problem. So yeah, that's basically my thing about birthdays. But other holidays, I try my best to like not I'd be upset about them as much. So like Christmas and all of those other ones, I try to celebrate it more as a public holiday, so a time to rest and be with family instead of what it was intended for. Because there's so many things that you learn about these holidays and then you realize, oh shit, I don't actually believe this shit, you know. And also I'm not a Christian. I don't have any religion. My religion is me. My God is me. And yeah, I think a lot of people, I think I've lost a hell of a lot of Christian friends because of that, because Christianity teaches you to judge other people, even though it says in the Bible literally, thou shalt not judge. So hypocrites. Anyway, I mean, I have nothing against Christians. I think they're amazing people, but there's a lot of foolery and fakeness and hypnotism within religion that I just don't believe in. So anyway, the theme for this beautiful Leo energy, man, is, I would say, the self. It has a lot to do with things that we've thought we've overcome and are still struggling with. So be it a friendship breakup, be it an actual breakup, be it a death, be it struggles and trials, tribulations. We all deal with things the best way we can in each moment. I would like to hope so. The best way we can in each moment. As a spiritualist, I try my best to do that shit, you know. I try to do my shadow work, I try to journal, I try to speak when I need to speak so I can let out that energy. As I've stated in my videos, it's not good to keep energy within, it's always best to talk about it. But I'm the kind of person who deals with my stuff with myself first. So I think about it, I cry about it. I'm a crybaby. Like I'm a true Cancer sun, true Cancer moon girl. Like for real. Like I always thought I was such a tomboy until I think this year. Honestly. Until I turned 32. Like I was like, I mean no, I just turned 32. But like recently I legit used to think I was such a guyish girl until I realized that I'm such a freaking girly girl. Everything that I do, I get excited about hair, about nails, about dresses, you know. I love lovey-dovey stuff, you know, and like I've always loved these things. It's just I always had such a hard exterior, and I know it's the walls I built due to trauma, you know, and trauma can stem from anywhere, from your family, how you were raised, the environments you were in, the schools you were in, the people you met, and that is all something you agreed to as a spirit, and it's all to grow, help you grow. It's all to help you become a better version of yourself. And I know it's fucked up, but honestly, if you were a spirit right now and not within your fields, you would understand why you have to go through all of this shit. You'd understand that, oh shit, yes, Earth is one of the worst fucking places to advance your spirit in, but it is the one place where once you're done, you'll be one of the most revered spirits ever. Like they will look at you and be like, oh damn, she did that, you know. She went through the reality of life on Earth, the shitty reality of life on Earth, went through all that shit, signed up for that shit, got herself through that shit, and made it out. Oh my god. Ooh, anyway. But yeah, it is a time for a lot of that stuff to come back. So if you have any people in your life that you used to care about that you don't have in your life currently, I suggest you kind of just figure out where you want them to be in your life. If you want them to come back, talk to them. I mean, it is Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde, so there's a huge possibility that it might not work out if you do it now, but at least think about it maybe in the next 2 months or 1 month, because I think they're both ending at the end of September. I'm going to be stationed direct again, where you can actually make decisions for yourself with a clear mind. But right now it's a hell of a lot of missing assholery. Basically. So yeah, I think it's been crazy, especially this week. I think everything just came tumbling down, and it's okay, because that's when you get to go into hermit mode, sit with yourself, and just figure out what the fuck it is that you want out of life. You can write it down, you can daydream about it, you can journal about it, you can put it on your Pinterest boards, you know. And remember to put your gratitude there as well, you know. Yes, you're going through shit, but what are you grateful for? Like, oh yeah, this year has been Oh, this year's been a dickwad. I don't even know what that means. But it's been and I think everything feels like it's the most hectic when you're going through it until you pass it and you're like, oh, okay, I made it, you know. Like same thing I was saying about the spirit. You sign up for all this shit, you start going through it and you're like, ah. Once it's all done, like literally the human life is like a fucking, it's like a blip within your spiritual life, which is so long. So that 70 years, 80 years, 90 years, hopefully, that you live as a human being, as long as it may feel, is actually really short. So yeah. Oh, and another thing I was thinking, what if our guides are actually people that we are close to, that are in our lives, maybe going to be in our lives? Because remember, time is a construct, right? What if it's all the people we've ever been close to? So there's a star family, a soul family, and then yeah, I think that's it. So what if your soul family and your guides of light, because remember, ancestors, the way we see ancestors is the people who have passed, right, in our lineage. But the other thing we forget is that we have living ancestors as well. My mother, my brother, my aunt, my son, they're all my ancestors. They might be living right now, but they're still my ancestors. So I literally thought, what if every person we've ever been close to, family or not, what if they're also part of our ancestors or guides of light? What if their higher selves are the ones who are guiding us? They guide them, they guide us, and they bring us together, because it is a collective consciousness, remember? So it's us, right? We believe we're an individual because that's what we're taught to believe. And then there's our ancestors, our guides, our soul family, our star family, and the collective consciousness, which all comes together. So every single spirit that is connected is working with each other to get everything done, to get to the end of the line. I think I went too far there. Anyway, but yeah, that was my thought process the other day. I was like, wow, that actually might be the case. Like, when we pray at night, we aren't praying to something outside of ourselves. We are praying to ourselves and to the experiences and people that we currently and will have and have had. That's basically what we are praying to, you know? So yeah, my thing is, it is winter, it has been crazy. It is time to get out of that slump and just clear out all that energy that needs to just disappear, especially if it doesn't serve us, and get into New Year. It's almost the New Year here in the Southern Hemisphere. So spring, New Year, because it's a new, everything obviously died off in winter and now everything's gonna come back anew, which is a new year. My New Year was on my birthday, but I mean, we don't really know if our birthdays are on the right days after the day we were born because of the Gregorian calendar, which is incorrect. So yeah. But for those who are going to celebrate New Year around the 21st, 24th, I really hope that you do use it as a time to really just reflect on life. I suggest you use it as a time to reflect on life and just honestly just be grateful and try to remember why you are here. It's not for anyone else but yourself, honestly. So the same grace that you give to other people, give it to yourself. The same love that you give to other people, give it to yourself. The same everything that you give to other people, give it to yourself. But remember that you will always be the first person that you'll have So treat yourself amazingly. Honestly, treat yourself so amazingly that if anybody's below that fucking bar, they can protect. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to say. But it was great doing this video. Oh my god, I haven't done videos in a minute and I missed this. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing good on this beautiful Venus day and that you have an amazing weekend. Love, light, progress, and everything in between.